You would think as a queer woman it would be easy to be out in Austin and feel safe, and that's just not the case. We have a gay pride parade, we have gay bars, we can hold hands in most part of town, but the microaggressions are pretty thick. When a heterosexual man comes up to me on a pretty regular basis, different ones, and says to me that I'm too pretty to be a lesbian, I'm erased from the culture. My identity is invalidated. I don't have a chance to be myself.
Definitely been discriminated against just socially in Austin, restaurants, retail spaces. So I think that if you're a Black person in Austin, the discrimination and microaggressions are really not things that you're able to escape as a Black person in this city.
Main voice that's heard politically in Austin is like the white liberal. So in order to be more inclusive, I think they have to hear a whole bunch of other diverse casts of voices.
I don't know that we facilitate inclusion purposefully as often as I'd like to see out there.
To create truly inclusive spaces, you have to really think very critically about diversity, and that means exploring power dynamics. So it's not enough to just have a bunch of different kinds of people in the room. If the people who of privilege, if they're the ones that are setting the agenda, leading the conversations, then the diversity that you have is pretty trivial and not very meaningful.
There's still a disparity between people of color and other groups. Moreover, I think what's even more disturbing is the economic separation and segregation. And so there's an increasing gap between the haves and have-nots. And so I think that is a challenge. I think, as we know, because those disparities disproportionately impact people of color, I think that exacerbates the situation. So in that sense, I think there's a unique challenge here, in Austin.
If I had to kind of point to three things, it's kind of universal, and then I'll mine down.
Yeah.
I think a quality education for all. I think access, and whether that's kind of transportation and the ability to access goods and services, and jobs, economic opportunity.
I would like to see diverse sexuality and gender celebrated all over Austin, politically and culturally.
I would like to see more access to quality education for more people of color.
I would like to see Austin create spaces where my culture is celebrated without the expectation of assimilation.
I would like to see more women and other minorities contributing to the decisions that shape our built environment and our city.
I would like to see an Austin where young men who look like me aren't perceived as thugs or criminals, but men who could make a positive contribution to our city.
I would like to see women of Austin sitting as the CEO of organizations and sitting on boards where they are change makers.